Okay, so the first topic we're going to talk about is my journey thus far with live stream trading. Let's talk about that. Here's my Twitter. If you guys aren't following me, please follow me. I just like to share some content with day traders, especially the new ones, because I know the new ones have a lot of questions. Hey, who should I join? This and that. Come talk to me. I'll be real with you. I don't have experience with too many trading rooms, and that's a good thing. I found someone who is very interesting in the way he trades, and I think even new traders, someone who's ready to trade. Now, if you don't know anything about trading stocks, especially penny stocks, you need to just spend 6 to 10 months, in my opinion, just studying and paper trading at the same time. None of those times should you be trading real money, because you're going to lose a lot of money, and then you're going to say a lot of bullshit on Twitter, and it's going to make us mad because we know you're a new guy. We could tell that you're a new guy, just like some people can tell that I'm just 4 months into day trading. I don't really know all their terminology and shit. We can figure that out, who's newer than us. Okay, it's a level of knowledge. When you are able to understand terminology and certain behavior and why things happen, then we know that you're stepping up one level on top of the other. Many levels that I have yet to go through. But anyways, make sure you follow me on Twitter, NASA_trades. Obviously, my mentor is TSX Trader, and I love it. I love being there, but at the same time, I'm not like super in love with how everything is going, and we'll talk about exactly why. So currently, this is my mentor. This is who I'm with. This is who I trade with. My journey so far has been pretty interesting. Now, what I do is I spend a lot of time just going into his website, logging in and just watching his video lessons. Now, the video lessons that I like, I've watched all of them, and I'm going to go over them again. But I go to video lessons and I watch the bottom videos, and I just kind of take my time to go up there. I've not yet began watching the videos from the month-to-month webinars, but every video that he's creating, I mean, as new and growing traders, or some trader that's been trading for at least like 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, and you understand how these things kind of work, like the terminology and the talk, I think it's going to be very critical for you to at least consider watching his free YouTube videos to get an idea. Now, I come here and I watch these videos. So, VWAP rejection play using daily support resistance. The titles don't even do justice to what he's about to tell you. End of day webinar, float rotation. Got that. We got breakdowns. We have day trading lessons, premature breakout rejection. I've watched that. Short selling and price action. I've watched short selling lower highs on trend. This, that. Cup and handle. This is my favorite. This happens a lot, and it's it's like 95%. It works. Day trading for beginners. Chart setup. Very good information here. Moving averages, very simple. Learn this pattern, the long setup. This is the long setup that actually works. So I watch most of the videos here, and then I've watched all these here, and I don't watch these. And then I've seen these, obviously, but these are the lessons. These two are my favorite. And then what I would do is, I know he said August is where he shorted the most, so I'll be watching these. But I have so many videos to watch, it's like homework every day, every night. So that's been my journey as far as a student. Now, as far as trading with him, let's kind of get into my trade recap so you can understand what I'm saying. But have I learned anything different with Jeff than I have with anyone else? Abso-fucking-lutely. What I've learned that has really made me confident in my trades is able to read the chart, as opposed to just seeing where the support resistance is and where the breakouts are and where the ascending triangle, the bull flag. Those are such a waste of fucking time. I mean, I don't know how it works for Sean Deckmar, but I guess it works for him and his team because they work with each other and they just pump it out with each other. But that shit doesn't always work, and you cannot rely just on patterns. I understand Timothy Sykes says it too. A lot of people say it, but you cannot just rely on patterns. You need to understand how the stock is moving and its environment, the time, the sector, the movement, how many rejections, how many times it's been hitting, what does it mean, like what does a chart look like to you when you feel like it's a short? Like when you look at a stock, what makes you think that, okay, it's time for a short? Like, how do you know to short? Let's say zoom in here, let's make this bigger. How do you know that this is the spot to short? Like, what helps you understand that, hey, I should have gone short here or anywhere in this candle, and wow, look at all of this. This is so cute. This is so, oh my God. Like, how do you know this stuff? Like, what helps you when you're with your mentor to determine these type of things? I think what I dislike about current mentors is they're hype traders. That's what I call them. They're hype. They just jump into hype. Like for example, let's say this right here, right? Like they'll buy here and they'll sell here, and then they'll buy here and then they'll sell here. Like, oh man, what an awesome trade! Just made $4,000 million. Wow, look at me! Boom, boom, boom! Students, profits. Look at everybody, and you realize that his trades are right there and right there, and you're like, but that's not a setup. That you literally just caught a wave, but that's not an actual. That's not surfing. That's jumping on a wave and then just riding it when it was done, and then that's it. Like, actually plan out the session. So for example, if you're looking at this is CNET. This is on a 1 minute chart. I'm using my TTM scalper vision, so I guess we should just use this so it doesn't confuse a lot of people. Let's jump to CNET. So right here, right, like right there, market opens up at 9:30, boom, boom, boom. It goes low, it goes high. This is where a lot of people in those hype mentors trade. These candles right here, and then they'll sell off, be like, all right, that's it, it's a done deal. And then they don't trade it anymore because they don't know. I shouldn't say this, but I mean, they're not showing it, so I have to say they don't know because you're not showing it. If I'm assuming something of you, it's because multiple times you have shown to be true. They don't know how to play a setup where is like something like this. Like, let's zoom from this time period to here, right? So this is where they play. Boom, they buy here. Boom, they sell there. Boom, they buy here. They sell there. Boom, they just made $3,000, $200, whatever your mentor made, whatever you and your friends made in that chat room, hype traders. And then they just let this whole thing go. And they don't understand that they're not learning. That's not how you learn. Just because you made an entry and an exit in a trade, does that help you feel like you're learning? Like, what I worry about the most in trading is, man, I need to make sure that this is all being downloaded inside my head so that when I'm ready to branch out as a self-sufficient trader, basically trade by myself and not always rely on a mentor, I need to make sure I'm ready for that moment. I need to make sure that I understand what I'm looking at when I pop a chart. If I pop a chart right now, and let's say I'm looking at this, I'll be like, okay, there's consolidation here. It looks like it's trying to go up and over the VWAP. And what I would focus on, let's say if it's like right here, right? If it's right there and I'm looking at this, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, so we had a rejection here. I'm putting my resistance there, and then this line isn't there. Pretend that's not there. And I'm looking here, okay, it fell hard, okay, it's kind of staying here. So okay, we have a little bit of support. I'd put the support right here. Boom, boom, boom. I put it like right there. I'd say, okay, so I would get in. All right, so we're here, we got higher lows coming. So let's just zoom right there. So we got higher lows coming. Okay, rejected up here multiple times. Okay, we got a little bit of this. All right, so it looks like a long position could be developing only because what I'm seeing is that it's not dropping significantly down. Oh, 1 second. It's not dropping significantly down, and there's a potential for a play on the backside. This is where the backside begins. On this side, this is the front side of the stock. The morning, as soon as it happens, this is like 10 o'clock and after, and that's when I start looking at stocks. So when I would look at this, I would look for another higher high, like right here, and then I would anticipate a long. So my risk to reward ratio for this position would be, and this is after a immense amount of consolidation. So knowing that I'm here, I'm looking at the stock right there, I'm looking at all of this past, I'm like, okay, so it's really holding this 340-ish, like the 340 above, like 340 plus, it's holding. So it's not intending on crashing anytime soon, even though it could at any moment. This is a stock, but nonetheless, this is where you have to tell yourself, okay, so it's time to take a risk. It's time to pull the trigger, but also know that there's a potential for me to lose money. And I'm okay with that because where I want to be is somewhere else, right? So knowing that you're kind of iffy, if you have emotional stuff going on in your stomach and you're at this position, whether a mentor is with you or not, and you see this setup, 200 shares, 300 shares, 500 shares if you want to be ballsy. Just 200-300 shares enough. You go 200-300 and you say, okay, I'm going to risk 340. Okay, so if it hits 340-ish, I'm out. And the reason you want to hit 340, in my opinion, is see over here, like right there, like 339. I mean, yeah, you could test. All right, where's my mouse? Right there, 340 would be perfect for me. Anything lower than that, I don't want to risk it. That's too much money losing. It could just go down significantly, or it could just do this under over thing, and I still don't want to be in that emotionally. So I go in about like 250 shares, and I long it right here. And when I long it right there, this candle or maybe this candle, as long as it's sitting on top of the moving average here and the fucking 9 EMA, which you can see it all the way here at the bottom. It's above the 9 EMA. I'd go long here. So I'd be right there. Boom, I long it here, and I'd tell myself, I say, hey, I'm getting out when it hits right here. So what I would do is I would bring this up to let myself visually see that that's where I'm going to get out. So I have up to so anywhere between the 47.48 to 40, that's about an 8 to 10 cent risk. That is okay. I'm okay with losing 10 cents worth of my stock. That's fine. That's like the more realistic approach. You can't always do 2 cents, 3 cents, even though you can, and trust me, those moments will come. But anyway, so I'll go long here, and I'll go with like 350 shares, right? At least I want to make like 40, 50 bucks just so I know I'm good. And then I'll add to it when it gives me that confirmation that you're good, NASA, keep going, right? So I long here, I risk about 10 cents, so I'm at 348, and I'm going to get out at 340. So this is me losing money if it goes down here, but I'm going to let it go, boom, it'll go back up. So that's, you're giving this much space just for it to breathe, correction, then pump back up. Not pump, but like run back up. And so when it hits this line, then you're done. If it keeps going, you're like, okay, I'm out. Boom, it just keeps going down. So you long here, 300 shares, 200 shares, boom. Then you can add or sell here, and then boom, there. And then relax, let it play. You see the big wicks are happening. Let the big wicks, whoa, another big one. Nope, just relax, that's it. Sell in this candle here. Sell in this candle, and you can hold your remaining shares, but you only have 250 shares, 300 shares. So just sell it. You just made 40 bucks. You made a trade that worked, and that will give you confidence to not only stay and continuously watch this for a second attempt. Of course, if you're with short trader, if you're under the PDT rule and you got the whole restriction bullshit, I don't know how to help you. I avoid PDT. You would stay, and then you would relax, and you would see it would come back down. And when the price is coming down here, look at the level 2s and see and learn what you're looking at. And then this is a dip, so it pulls back up, and then you just see it, and you just let it go, and then you're just watching all of this. There's no reason for you to play any of this as a growing trader. I mean, if you have your mentor, it'd be a lot easier. But you just made money here, you sold there, and it was with a plan because you saw a huge consolidation here. It did its run, it pulled back, it consolidated, boom, you longed it because you're like, bro, this is enough for this stock. This stock has just been chilling here. It's time for me to just risk. Time to risk, okay? I could lose money, I could make money, but I'm going in. Boom, you go in, you make 50 bucks, 60 bucks, and then you get out, and then you just chill, and then you're like, all right, now moving on to a new stock. I'm going to put an alert. When the stock comes up here, I'll play it. And the stock goes up there, that breaks the VWAP right here. But at this entire point, the stock is under VWAP. I should say right here. So you shouldn't even be looking for a long. If you're a long trader, just let it go and just put an alert just when it goes above it. So your alert, it would be right here. Boom, you'd come back and look at it, and then boom, it falls. Now, if you want to be short, then you would pay attention to when the stock gets here and all of here. This would be your area to focus and see how it reacts to a short. Now you see that resistance was up here, it was resistance there, it was resistance there, then it broke, then it went up. You could have made another 40 bucks if you wanted to play it. It's kind of similar. Kind of similar like the morning. It falls, and then it has its high, then it consolidates over the 9 EMA, and then you could have longed it for another small gain, or you could have sat and seen that if you need to change your bias into short. Now this all happens better and more intuitive to you when you're live trading, or it may not. It may just be, you may be able to see this better after the markets close or after your trade when you're more relaxed. But what my point is here is I'm reading. You know, like a book. I'm reading this. I'm like, okay, this is what that means. This is what that means. And if I don't know it, I just sit back and I listen to Jeff. So that's that with CNET. My mentor shorted all of this right here, like in the 60s. Shorted all of this and covered and all that. So that was CNET. Let's talk about my trade recap today with HMNY. So this is today. HNMY pre-market high was around 444. End of day high yesterday was around 432. Today it was right here. So let me zoom in a bit more. Alright, so here it is. Opens up weak, goes up, boom, zigzag, nothing really happening. Then over here it stays above. Alright, it's right here. So it goes down, goes up, tests VWAP, then comes back down. Then again over VWAP, and it starts holding. So the bottom here is higher than the bottom here, and it's higher than the bottom here. I do it like right here. It's almost like a wedge. So, but what I look at is, okay, so it went down this way. It's zigzagging, consolidating above the VWAP, under and over, and it comes here. So when it does this snake thing, right, if it goes down or up, it doesn't matter. Let's just focus from this part. So it goes down, up and over VWAP, down and below VWAP, up and over again? Again? Look, over here, it barely tried to go over VWAP, right? Barely tried to go over VWAP. Over here, it went under on top of VWAP, and it also stayed up there longer than it did this time. You see over here, this area right here is empty. There's nothing on top of VWAP. Over here, it is. So that means that it's really trying to push upwards, but we need one more confirmation. And that came in here, and I looked at it just a bit later, but you can see just up over VWAP, and it stays under VWAP instead of crashing down like it did here. I would have longed the 4, anywhere between 4 to like 4 something, like in the 4s right here, because this is above all of the indicators, all of the moving averages, everything. I should have fucking longed this. I don't know what I was doing at that moment. I think I was still watching him go short on what was that stock today, CNET, and I was kind of upset because I was like, damn, I have to wait for him to do his short, and I'm trying to learn, and he's very quiet. So I was like, okay, just continue staying there. And then I missed this, and I saw this. Someone alerted Hmny, and I love the dudes or the people in the chat room, because when they alert something, it's actually potential. Like, I could read it. I pulled it up. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, I see it here. But what does Jeff think? But I see it. But what does Jeff think? And I like that. So thanks, guys, for posting these alerts in there. And it's a really good chat room. Like, I'll show you guys a little bit later. So one of my buddies, Geek Trades, that I'm very familiar with in the chat room, he was long 406-ish right here. Man, what a freaking entry that guy got, right? So he got the entry. Boom. Look at this. How he would have done was longed this area. Jeff would have longed this area right here, and we would have all longed with him, and we would have been selling. We would have been selling probably in like the 20s. Pop. He would have held. Pop, sold, and he would have held. But look at this. I mean, this is just really nice. This is Livestream. This is what Livestream will teach you, right? You'll say, okay, it's going under over VWAP, guys. Okay, look for a long here, and it kind of gets nerving for me, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to go live here. I'm about to go with real money. Boom, boom, boom. So he would have longed this. I mean, the traders in our chat room longed it. You know, it makes sense. And yeah. It went up. And that's what's the great thing about this, guys. We don't long breakouts. Like, that's so stupid. We sell into breakouts, or we may even add into breakouts, but we're not buying initially there. We're buying that shit early. Like, if I had seen this and I had a bit more confidence in myself this today, knowing that he's not in the trade, I felt like, I was like, man, listen, I have $700 in my account. I don't need to act like this. I don't need to show anyone on Twitter anything. This is my life. It's my money. I'm trying to make a career out of this. I fucking quit my job for this shit. Like, this means a lot to me. So I don't need to make money. I need to learn on how to do it effectively to a point where I have green days after days after days. I just said some shit like that in my head, and I was like, but damn, this is such a nice spot. Focus back on CNET. Boom! This shit went up. Boom! When it was like right here, Geeks Trade was like, yo, I just got out 35, I think was his best exit right here. I was like, ah, man, like, that would have been such a nice play. But that's how we play it, guys. We do it right here because we understand what we're looking at, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I don't really see a point buying here. It could just drop. It's because you weren't taught what this stuff means. So anyways, that was that. And then my trade, check this part out, man. This was painful, okay? Seeing that I missed my trade and reading my buddies talk about it, I was like, man, like, let me show you guys. Where's he at? So that was today. Thanks, guys. The market's really heating up today, so let's roll forward this momentum to tomorrow. Hope you had a great day, learned a lot, and ready to crush it with the team tomorrow morning. Watch list and today's daily webinar will be posted to website in a few hours. Have a great evening. Just awesome. I mean, look at everybody. Everybody's just awesome, right? We're all happy. Some of us traded, some of us didn't. We're all happy. It's all good. Damn it, I missed VT, but it's okay. So zooming back up where Geek Trade said it, left 100 shares. Nice, geeks. He's like all out after that squeeze, best exit 435. So where are you at? Where did you first say this? Bump and dump. All right, so there we go. Short 388 CNET here, risk 410. So he's shorting at $3.88. He's telling everybody it happens before time at 9:39, right? So I'm jumping a lot here, guys. 9:39, 9:32, 9:39. 9:39 in this candle, guys. Look, this is 9:39, 9:40. You literally had nice seconds before you're about to short with him. He wanted to short right here, CNET 390. He shorted 388 CNET, risk 410. Okay, so that means he shorted right here. That's a pretty good entry. He shorted right there and risking 410, which is like right here. So he's short, boom, boom, boom. Look at that, covered. Let me zoom out because that looked a little weird for you guys. Right, he shorted right here, covered, covered, covered. Just awesome, right? Try to even test it. Same spot that he shorted out there, boom, nothing. And it just kept falling. Tried it again, boom, fell. Right, so that's him shorting CNET from right there, 339. So he told you 339, 340 he trade. That's enough time for you to know this, right? So, and he says keep size in check, be comfortable with risk. Okay, covered 25% of it at 72, moving stop to 396. So he lowered it from 410 to 396, looking to cover more at 64 cents. And so yeah, we're just chilling. And I was like, yo, what do you think about this? And so he's right here. So he says, I took that HMNY trade 406 out at 426. So this was Geek Trades, another student in there, right? And this little guy, not little, but he got a really good entry, and I'm super fucking jealous of it. He got a 4.6 entry, and yeah. So HMNI 435, that's when I noticed it going up. I was like, damn, and it came here. I should have got in. But anyways, no, I don't like to think that way. So he left 100 shares, and then boom, he got out at all out after that squeeze, best exit 435, right? So moving on, let's talk about my trade. Where was it? All right, right here. Sorry. So HMNY long 50, risk 39, sold 64 down to half, right? So he longed at 50, which was right here. Right here. So that's 445. It was holding. You see how it's going? See, look, it comes down, over, and then 9 EMA. I wanted to buy it in the 45s, but I was kind of nervous, to be honest with you. And as soon as he was like, all right, I'm going long, boom, I got in long, 452, like right there. I got in right there, boom, sold a quick one. I don't even know why I sold it. I was so stupid. I was just nervous. First trade with my mentor. I just wanted to make some money. And then I sold the other one over here. And it just kept going. It was nice. You could have sold it at like the 483 high. This is all the space that you needed to buy. But we bought this because of all of this, right? We're not trying to buy no damn breakout here. You see, I sold all my stuff at the breakout. So if you bought the breakout, you bought my damn shares. All right, so that was that, and that's kind of what we learn. When I say kind of, because there's so much, but that's wedge was being formed there. Wedge was formed there. Boom, goes up, consolidates on top of the 9 EMA. Wedge is formed. They even mentioned in chat. Boom, bought it, sold it, and done. And then it's just, that's that. And so this is where you could see my trade. Right there, accept, execute, 452. $452 entry. First sell, 457. Second sell, 471. That's that right there. And then my gain was $67, 1,000 shares. It was actually 500 shares. So 500 in and 500 out. That's 3 tickets. So here's 1 ticket buying, 1 ticket selling, and 1 ticket selling. That's 1, 2, 3 clicks. Like click, click, click. That's 3 tickets. Shares totaled about 1,000 of them. How do you get this shit off? All right, so there it is. My net profit was $51. $51.99 because my damn commissions was $14.90. My NASDAQ fees was 6 cents, and my SEC fees was that. I had no FINRA fees, I don't think. So yeah, total $51.99. The whole idea is to just get some small gains with these type of mentors, so that you can continuously be consistent. As a trader, you need to focus on being consistent. Like that's what really should matter to you guys, is being consistent. So I lost $15 yesterday by myself trading CGIX. It was dumb as shit. I thought it was a long consolidating on top of the 45s. Anyways, messed up. So I brought my 700 down to 675. But this should just put my 725 bucks tomorrow. Again, small gains will add up to time. But this is my setup here, and I do use paper trade, not the paper trade, simulation traded charts from this guy from TOS. I just do it like this. So I just have to make sure I click here and there just to make sure that everything is updated and fresh and ready to go. But this is how I do. This is my level 2s right here. This is my time in sales. This is my account information. My account information when I'm in the trade, and I don't know what this is because I don't really look at this one, but this is when I'm in a trade. Over here it tells me like my realized and unrealized, and I don't really try not to look too much at it. And this is my trades here. So this is how I have it set up. When I'm in a trade, boom, I switch back and forth. Right, I switch back and forth and I see what's going on, and then boom, I buy based on the images here. And it's real-time data. If you guys don't know this, open an account and just message them at chat support and say, hey, chat support, go to live support, create support request, make the things, boom, 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 and let them know, hey, I just signed up with you guys. I would really love to get the real-time data. And like, okay, no problem, boom, real-time data. And the way the stock moves here, it moves in real life. And I also have my own short trader that I use sometimes. But if I need to, it's here. I don't like short trader because I'm just so used to Thinkorswim, and there's just so much stuff I can do, draw, like there's just a lot that I can do, and I like that to be more beneficial. But here's my trade. What is this? No, this is not HMNY. So HMNY, zooming out. My mic is about to fall. All right, so here's the morning, 9:30. Hold on one second. There it is. All right, so there's that $4.06 entry that Geek Trades took. Boom, 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 goes up, consolidates over here, and that's what we were focusing on right here, guys. This area. So we were focused so much on this area right here that we ended up buying the stock. You see all this consolidation, boom, right there, 252, 452. You see 452 right there? Boom, that's mine. So I guess if you look at it on a 5-minute, right there, bought this, sold. Now this does look like because you're seeing this, but understand that this is a 5-minute. This is the consolidation area that we were planning to long it for. Obviously I'm not really good that well to get the entry on point, but the fact that he was going to go long 50, Jeff, I wanted to go long as well, and so that's kind of where things happened. So I longed 2 cents above my mentor, and then sold right here. Just a little bit nervous, but at the same time I think it's a pretty good one. He sold it up in this area right here, and the stock kind of fell off, and then just did that. But man, I really wanted to buy here, sell here, then buy here, and then sell there, but I got what I got out of it. And that was my trade recap on that, and I really enjoyed it. So let's talk a little bit about Alright, so it's been 30 minutes on this video. I'm going to end it because these things take too long to upload. The next video, I promise we're going to talk about my journal trades, Mafia versus Jeff, TTM Scalper, and yes, so thank you so much. We're going to end the video here. This is NASA trades, and then stay tuned for the other video where I talk about my journaling and Mafia Day Trader. But it's been 30 minutes here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped you guys out, but we're learning a lot here with live stream trading, and I really think you guys should take the time to just watch his YouTube videos at the least, and just get an idea about what you want to do and how you want to do your trading. But I think it's really important that you become a technical trader first. I know a lot of traders focus on the news, the press releases, like what's going on, this and that, but yes, that's important, but also if you're a technical trader, you don't really have to wait on news all the time. You can literally just look at a chart and see what's going on and see how to play it. But you see what he's talking about. You see this area, like focus on what this video just a bit for right now, but he's examining how he takes a long position, and this is very critical. And we'll talk more about this, so stay tuned. Thank you so much, guys.